Universal has finally announced the opening date of Epic Universe, and with it, pricing has been revealed for not just tickets and not just pass holder previews, but also for the hotels, specifically the Helios Grand, sitting at the very back of the park, allowing for direct access into what is Universal's true third gate. Let's go ahead and talk about it here on That Park Plays. Now we have the pricing for the Helios Hotel. Finally, we have some pricing on this, and it's starting from $293 a night. That's based on per night plus tax, based on a 4-night stay. But $293 is insane.
Yeah, absolutely insane. And folks, we've got another story coming out after this that's going to be huge. Don't go anywhere, guys. I think that Universal Studios is going for the all-in win shot against Disney. I mean, Disney is telling people that for $700 a night, they can get access to $300 per person Lightning Lane Premier passes. That's thousands of dollars every single day. And then Universal Studios, with their brand new Epic Universe, the biggest theme park in North America, stops by and says, oh, by the way, how about you get all of that for $300 instead of $2,000? How about you get all of that for $300? It's insane.
Well, so now this is on par with a Disney Deluxe Resort. It is, and it has something that no Disney Deluxe Resort has in Orlando, and that is dedicated access to a brand new state-of-the-art theme park. It is brand new construction. There are themed rooms set to certain lands with theme park views. So you look at the price, and then I sent Vash a couple of screenshots that I took for the article coming out later today on That Park Place, specifically. So now this is the Contemporary Resort, one of the most probably the most comparable thing you have, because you have a dedicated walking path from the Contemporary that will get you to the Magic Kingdom's main entrance. Right. This is for the pricing that we saw for Helios was 4 nights. And this is about for around 4 to 6 nights. It is late October, which is definitely not Disney's prime time. So this is one of the lower prices you're going to get. $703 per night.
But, and I'll play the part of Lou here, it gets worse. Guys, yes. Do you remember we were covering a scoop that Disney was considering putting a hotel adjacent to a new expansion in Adventureland at Magic Kingdom? We talked about it in great detail. Guys, yes. I am hearing, although I cannot confirm because, we're talking about rumor and speculation here, but I am hearing that the reason Disney chose to go with taking out Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island instead of that, which would have given them a direct competition with Universal Studios and what they're doing with the Helios, is because of virtue signaling issues, because of woke points. They had to get rid of Tom Sawyer Island because, well, it's associated with stories that they no longer want. They had to take out Frontierland because Frontierland represents the idea that the original pioneers had a right and a need and a prerogative to go forth into the rest of the continent and take it as a frontier. And so they jettisoned the ability, the chance to expand Adventureland into the huge plot that's easily there for them to do so, the expansion pad that people have known about for decades, attach a hotel to it and take on Universal. And now they're in this position they are. It's a real shame that Disney has this lack of vision.
That is such a shame, because Disney could, the amount of demand that you would receive for a park that was immediately adjacent to, let's say, Magic Kingdom, for example, the revenue opportunities are astounding there. Obviously, you have Universal taking advantage of that in full force with the Helios. But Walt Disney World could have gotten into that action as well. They have decided not to. Instead, they're opting for a new DVC location next to Fort Wilderness, which is
be the site of the old river country. Another thing, Vash, if you look at also the Stella Nova Resort, I feel like that's kind of getting ignored in this. The Stella Nova Resort, $134 per night. Disney's All-Star Movies Resort is a minimum of $200 per night.
Yes,
and this resort is a heck of a lot nicer than Disney's All-Star Movies Resort.
Yeah.
Look at that. The single room, the only single rooms you can get at Art of Animation, $285 a night.
Right. That's the crazy thing. Now, some people are like, well, $293, is that somehow cheap? Yes, for what you're getting, that's
For a
insanely
deluxe
cheap.
resort experience, a brand new resort with themed rooms that opens directly into the newest, biggest theme park in North America, that's a steal. Yes, it's not cheap compared to like the Holiday Inn, but when you compare it to what Disney's offering, which are supposed to be comparable offerings that are really not, it's unreal.
Culture, what is this going to do for consumers? Like what is this going to do in terms of the excitement surrounding Epic Universe?
Well, this is a big win, Pro. I mean, I think we can all see that Epic Universe is going to be incredibly full. I mean, these hotels are going to be full. $293 for something that is a premium level room, a deluxe experience, is unheard of. This is going to bring people. Now, mind you, this is just one example of one night. It's not seasonally balanced at all, so don't get too far over the skis. But I would say that this is amazing at $293 a night for a 4-night stay. This puts you in a category of room like in one of the towers in the Grand Floridian. Right. This puts you in a category of maybe potentially an experience that'll give you like
for the price of Coronado Springs in off season.
Yeah. Oh no, indeed. And that's the other thing, right? Because we were talking about this off air before we got going on today's show. I'm blown away by the pricing because you can't experience Art of Animation for anywhere close to this number. Even only in the low season, I think, because Disney thinks too highly of staying on property. This literally is staying on theme park.
Right. I mean, whereas Art of Animation, you have to hop the Skyliner. It's a 20-minute trip to the park.
Mm-hmm.
This is walk out your door, you're in the park.
Well, you have to hop the Skyliner and then change Skyliners at the Caribbean beach. So it's go ahead, Culture.
No. This is Grand Californian, Marvin. If you know anything about that resort, which I love, not only is this just an extraordinary opportunity, I don't think it's ever been seen at these price levels. So this is extra special. And if you spend $1,000 on this room for your 4-day stay, and one of those is walk into Epic Universe, like just step out of the hotel, hello, theme park, that Disney could only dream to do this. And they had opportunities to do it twice now, and they haven't done it. They're just, I mean, outside of Grand Californian, which, it's kind of a little bit of a walkabout to get into the theme park, but that's the only thing that's even close to this. This is going to be, again, in so many ways, unprecedented, including the price.
When you look at pricing like this coming out of Universal, I mean, it is astonishing to get that much value for that price point. It is absolutely insane. I think Culture was absolutely right comparing this to the Grand Californian, which right now ranges from anywhere between $700 to $800 a night. And I remember back in the day, I couldn't find Grand Californian for less than $350, and that was like 20 years ago. So to have $293 for 4 nights at Epic Universe, walking out to a brand new theme park, is just simply unprecedented in the Walt Disney World Resort area or Central Florida area. Just hasn't existed before.
Also, Vash, it eliminates one of the main sticking points that Disney fans will use to defend Disney against Universal. In that, the pricing is pretty much exactly the same. So, what are you really getting extra? So, this is huge. It's very huge.
Very huge. We'll be keeping track of all of these stories and more when it comes to Epic Universe because the hype is real. I think their strategy is sound, and we'll just have to see how it all actually turns out upon the opening of Epic Universe on May 22nd, 2025.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media account.